How do you follow that? Very carefully, that's right. I'm David Safavian. I'm the General Counsel for American Conservative Union. We're so happy to be here today. We're so happy that you all came out to support the First Step Act. And I want to take a second just to give a big thank you to Kevin Ring, Molly Gill, the FAM staff, our partners at Cut 50, our partners at Freedom Works, our partners at Prison Fellowship. They have been awesome. I'm often asked, why does the American Conservative Union care about prisoners? It goes back to our founder, a guy named William F. Buckley, about 70 years ago. We support and pursue criminal justice policies that make our neighborhoods and communities safer, that make the government accountable for its actions, not just for how it spends the money, and advances human dignity, because we are all human beings formed in our Creator's image. It doesn't matter whether one is conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. These principles should appeal to the humanity in every person here. And the First Step Act advances all three of those goals. A little more than a year ago, I had a fortunate opportunity to meet with Congressman Doug Collins when he was meeting with our team, getting an award for being one of the most conservative legislators in Congress. The son of a Georgia state trooper, he said he's working on prison reform and taking a little bit of a different approach, something more of a restoration and redemption approach rather than a hard lock them up and throw away the key type of way to deal with people in prison. Bringing together his experience as a pastor, as an Air Force chaplain, and as a lawyer, his idea was really simple. Help inmates leave prison better versions of themselves. And if you do that, it makes our neighborhoods safer, and we can slow the revolving door in and out of prison. Over the past year, all the groups organizing this rally and others have been working with Congressman Collins and with some of his peers on the Hill. And the result has been legislation that only the most hard-hearted, only the most cynical, or only the most uninformed could oppose. The First Step Act will make a real difference in people's lives, not just the people behind bars, but the people out in the communities where they're going to eventually return. The bill was approved in the House by a vote of 360 to 59. Let me tell you, in this partisan political atmosphere, that is nothing short of a miracle, and it tells you how important the legislation is. And it's really a testament to Congressman Doug Collins and his hard work and his tenacity and his humanity. The people of Gainesville, Georgia have every right to be proud of their representative and all that he brings and all the work that he does. So with that as background, I'm proud to introduce to you all today one of the authors, the introductory sponsor and the author of the First Step Act, the representative from Georgia's 9th District, Congressman Doug Collins.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being out here. It matters. You know, one of the things in life that we find out so many times, we get cynical about life. We say, just go about your life. You believe it, don't get involved. But you're getting involved in something that matters bigger than yourself. Because when you start talking about things, and up here in D.C., we get enamored with bills and we get enamored with ideas. But at the end of the day, some bills have faces in the bills. This First Step Act has faces webbed within the bill. Folks who are sitting in prison right now who could get home, who could get back to their families to be productive in their life. But it can start out now with the First Step Act giving people, when they first go in, do what they're supposed to do, but have a chance when they come home to be the productive citizens that they need to be. This is a first step. Now, many of you will tell you, well, we need to do more, we need to do more. I'm all with you. But let me ask you something. When you first started walking, how many people jumped up and ran a marathon? Nobody. When you first started out in a relationship, you didn't say, well, unless maybe some of you did, the first step of your relationship, you first didn't look at that partner and say, you know what, I just met you, but let's get married. No, it's getting to know, it's finding a way. Because here's what I want to say to you about the First Step Act and what we're doing with prison reform and criminal justice reform. For me, it's pretty simple. I'm just a simple boy from Northeast Georgia. It's about M&Ms. M&Ms, money and morals. Money and morals. It's money in the fact that we're doing what the taxpayers do, that we need to do in a very good way, in a very proper way, and having those things that we need in our criminal justice system to keep us safe, but also to play a role in our society. But then it goes back to why you're here, the moral part. There's not anyone you will meet today, whether you agree with them or disagree with them, not anybody on this Capitol or anywhere in this country, that if you don't look in their eyes, you do not see somebody that is infinitely worthy in the eyes of their Creator. No one, no matter what mistakes they've made, no matter what path they've walked, no matter where they are, they have been given a gift of life to be here today. And my question for us is, how can we not take up for them? How can we not say that we'll take a first step toward giving redemption, first step toward ending addiction, a first step toward putting families back together, a first step toward saying people matter? That is why we're here today. So when you start hearing, if you go to my friends in the Senate, encourage them, do something. Don't give good words. Don't give good talk. Give good action. Say, we've got something in front of you. You want to make it better? Make it better. But let's do something. The time for action is now. The time for action is now. First Step Act is the best first step we have. Then we move forward. Then we run that marathon and we put it back where it belongs. Monies and morals, taking care of people, taking care of our money. We do that. This country is on the proper path it needs to be. God bless you and thank y'all for being here today.